Hi everybody, this is Bobby Jo Cool. I'm here today to remind everybody about our prayers for Standing Rock Reservation and all of the prayers that the North Dakota Access Pipeline does not fully go through. So it's really important because I realized that I was starting to get angry after the judge's ruling, and then I got really happy an hour later when I saw that the Obama administration had stepped in. Even though it is very half-assed, it is still a step in the right direction. Construction is halted up to the river. So at that point, if it can't go through the river, it's not going to happen. So what we need to do with our prayers is make sure that they all work together in a positive way. Instead of focusing on what we don't want, for example, I don't want this pipeline, I don't want the water polluted, I don't want the earth polluted, I don't want the animals to die. What we need to focus on is, I want clean water, I want clean air, I want clean land, I want a beautiful place for my children and grandchildren to grow up. I have that, it exists, we have it right now, so we work towards that and keep the energy flowing. I want the oil to stay in the ground in its natural state where we don't need oil anymore, but yet everybody can thrive and we can still have transportation and we can all work together on this. If you think about when you're walking down the street and somebody smiles at you, most of the time you smile back. That is how quick energy is exchanged. If somebody is negative, you become negative. This company wants people to become negative. The government wants people to become negative because that would put a stop to this. If everybody started freaking out and it was mass chaos and a riot, nothing would be accomplished and the government would be forced to step in and take control, just like they're doing now with sending people in riot gear, the police officers, at the Standing Rock protest site. When nobody is doing anything violent, there are people there with automatic weapons, and it's really not necessary. I was at Standing Rock a couple weeks ago, the day that everything happened with the dogs and the mace from the security guards. We got there a few hours after that happened. You would have never guessed that that happened. Everybody was singing, everyone was dancing, everyone was remaining positive. People are eating, people are cooking, people are helping, doing everything they can. You would never guess that that chaos had happened during that day. And this speaks measures. Like, this is beautiful that that could happen, that all of those people went through that day and they still kept their spirits high. They were drumming and singing songs of prayer up until 2 in the morning throughout the campsite. You could hear it all over. So I know for a fact that they were not getting violent, that this had to do with the security guards and them provoking the people. You want to defend yourself when a dog is coming to attack you. And those people still didn't do anything. They did not have mace. They did not have any weapons. It was their heart and their soul and their words. That's what's important. And the only mainstream media that's covering this, or covering any of this, is stating that the tribal people are not being peaceful protesters, that they are not protecting, that they're causing violence, and that people are getting injured. That is seriously not the case. However, there are so many more people going through the camp just since I've been there. And we need to remember that to remain unified and remain in unity, all the prayers have to be on the same level because it throws things off. And if everyone sits and works together and prays for what they want, not what they don't want, we can accomplish this. We can definitely accomplish this. I feel completely confident that this is going to be stopped, that all of the people around the world are coming together because of this. This is a beautiful thing. Even though it seems really negative and it sucks that we even have to go through this, we were living in a world of being separate. People were not joining together. And today, as of today, September 15th, 2016, people are joining together all over. There's a page called the Standing Rock Pipeline Protest page that Jim Grey Wolf Petruzzi started. When I joined a couple weeks ago, it was 82 members. Last night, we reached 7,777 members. And about 15 minutes after that, it jumped up to over 8,000 members. So the people are joining in. This is proof that the positivity is working and that the people are being heard and that we are working together to spread this message. So please keep in mind, positivity is the key. any way you can. If you have a moment where you start to get angry, take that anger, turn it into passion, and then turn it into compassion for everything, all that exists. Because even those people who work for Aimbridge, they know not what they do. They are not realizing the consequences. A lot of people just leave things for somebody else to fix. We can't do that. However, we do not need to send anger to those people. We need to send love, that their hearts open up and that they realize this. Maybe their children speak to them in a way or gives them some message that comes through to where their hearts open and they just release all that has been blocking them, and this stops. This is powerful. This is true. This can happen. Back to my example with when someone smiles at you, you smile back. This is the same thing. You send love, you get love back. We can do this. I love you all. Stand together strong. Keep on moving forward. We're going to make this happen.